Is Athi Mtongana joins us now live from there in Atlantis. Athi, what is the essence of what these protesters are protesting about?
Well, I have a community leader here with me who break down some of the core issues that have resulted in many of them being injured. Police were firing rubber bullets. We've seen a lady who was hit by a rubber bullet, and a couple of minutes ago, a paramedic van just came in to give her medical assistance. Now, she's not the only one that was injured following the clashes between this community of Witsands and police. You have a number of public order police that have been deployed into this area, a very heavy police presence here to maintain law and order. Now we've managed to move inside the community where all of the residents have now gathered. Recently, just a couple of minutes ago, they are addressed by their community leaders. Now let me turn to him to elaborate and just maybe outline some of the core issues that have resulted in this community seeing violent scenes this morning.
Thank you. The residents of Witsands actually has been submitted the memorandum to the sub-council 1 on the 13th of August, and they didn't get response from there. So this is the follow-up from that one, because they were complaining, and from that day they didn't get the response.
But what seems to be the issue here? We've spoken to some of the residents, and they were telling us that you want a community hall and that there's a private funder who's willing to assist the community. Just, explain that part to us and some of the basic services that you are in need of.
Yes, indeed. Abahlaleyo nanda bayikhalazelayo nabayifunayo yi-issue yehholo likamkhulu ebekufanele uba kudala lokhiwe ngenxa yoba umasipala eqhubeleka irhuqa inyango ngomcimbi wehholo. Abahlali bathi ke ngoku umasipala le nto yehholo is not your money. It's coming from a private donor, which is a company called Mkhulu. It's willing to do that for the community.
Now, have you heard from the municipality? What is their response following you being approached by that private donor?
As much as we have been negotiating with them, we have been very patient for almost 18 months. But today, they only give us this piece of paper whereby they were saying it's a plan. Because before they were delaying the processes, asking us that we must first find the architect. But later on, we realized that
So what are you planning to do now? We've seen a lot of these residents, being hit by rubber bullets. They are injured, some of them traumatized. We're seeing a huge number of police presence. What are you, as community leaders, willing to do from now onward?
It is very disappointing for the police. We are even disappointed to the station commander. Apha eWitsands wohlulakala ukuvala ishibhini ngo-10. Kodwa iyasikhwamnqisa into yoba bathi abahlali baseWitsands betotoya very peacefully bengakhange batatsha nto yamntu. Asuke yena adeploye amapolisa amaninzi uba makuzobethwa abantwana babantu balinyazwe nge-rubber bullet. And on that point we are saying someone will be accountable for that. Ikhona indoda ezawufuneka ixoxe le nto enziweyo, because abantu baseWitsands aba babethwa nge-rubber bullet bebengabethi mntu, bebengagibiseli mntu. Kuba kuflyisa email ezisithi abahlali baseWitsands bazaba violent. Yiyo le nto sibona a big huge of police present in Witsands, and we are surprised because iveni izohlulakala ukuvala izimokolo, zohlulakala uleqo onqeva abasokolisa abahlali. We are very surprised and very disappointed.
Right, Tobile Maseti just outlining some of the grievances in this community. Now, like I said, we've managed to move inside the community where all of the residents have gathered, and like I said, recently been briefed by Tobile. Now, he's saying that they as a community want a community hall. That is one amongst many other services that they need in this community. They were saying that they also need clinics, they need schools, and they need open fields for young children to play. And he's also saying that he's quite surprised as a community leader and the community at large at the number of police deployed into this area, saying that they are nowhere to be found when they as residents call on the police to close some of the shebeens that operate until midnight. Now they're saying to us that they are going to stay here until there's a way forward. Police, on the other hand, are stationed up further, at least a few kilometers away from where we are right now. They are out in their numbers, trying to make sure that they maintain law and order. Some of the people that were arrested and detained have seemingly been released back into the community. But like I said, the police rather continuing to maintain a very, very heavy presence here in Witsands.